What's up YouTube? Welcome to my channel. My name is Markel, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you a secret. The one thing that you can start doing today to instantly make yourself happier. So let's get right into it. Before we get into that secret, before I share that with you, it's important to recognize that in life there are things that happen to us that we want to happen, and there are things in life that we don't want to happen. You know, good things and bad things in life. With the good things in life, it's easy to feel happy about those things. Let's say you get a promotion at work, or you get a raise, you buy a new car, or you find $5 in your pocket. Those things are really easy to feel happy about, right? Takes no effort, instantly happy. It's when the bad things happen in life, let's say there's a death in the family, or you're going through a breakup, that it's not so easy to feel happy about those things. It's also important to recognize that in life, you're not always going to be happy. There are periods in life where it's just not your moment. It's not your moment to show off on Instagram. It's not your moment to brag to your friends. Sometimes in life, we just go through periods of rain. We go through rough periods. And in a world where Instagram, makes us present our most perfect selves, that's not easy for us to deal with. So let's say, for example, you're driving to work one day and somebody cuts you off in traffic. That motherfucker, that really pisses you off, right? So you have a choice in that moment. And that's pretty much what the secret is that your happiness is a choice. In that moment, you have a choice. It's annoying, yeah, for sure. You'd rather not be cut off in traffic because, what if that had caused an accident, right? But you do have a choice. Even if it annoys you in the moment, in the instant that it happens, you can choose whether it ruins your day or, your whole morning. Or you can decide, that person's probably going through something, and just let it roll off your back. It's easier said than done, right? Nobody wants to get cut off in traffic, or nobody wants to go through a breakup. But in life, I'm sure you can look back, or, we can all look back on times where, something happened to us and we look back and say, oh, damn, like that really set me up for something better, right? I know it's hard with the example of being cut off in traffic because it's like, what does that help you set up to be better? But if you think about it, it kind of helps you to maintain your inner peace. And regardless of if you're happy in the moment or not, you can still have peace, right? So if you're driving to work, you're listening to the radio, listening to the news, or listening to music, whatever, and you're just having a peaceful morning, and somebody cuts you off in traffic, you can decide if you let that person ruin your peace, ruin your morning, or you can let it upset you for a minute and then just keep going, right? Some things are easier to do that about than others. Like, for example, a breakup. I just went through a breakup a few months ago, and it sucked. But now I can look back on that relationship and say, there are so many things about that relationship that I learned about myself, about relationships, about love, and about life that have just helped me to be better for the next relationship, right? A death in the family. My grandmother passed away a few years ago, and she and I were very close, right? I can still be talking about it today as if, of course, in the moment, it's very sad, right? I miss her a lot. She had been sick for a while, and, I had a choice. I had a choice to be consistently sad about that, or I can think about the positives. I can think about, man, she lived a long life. She lived a happy life. We had such a good relationship, and I'll just cherish that for the rest of my life, because the fact is, she's not coming back, right? And so, you know those people who you interact with them and they're always talking about their problems. They're always talking about, well, he did this, she did this to me, this happened to me, and they chronically complain about things. And it gets to a point where you kind of don't want to be around them, right? Nobody wants to be around a negative person, and some people just don't want to be happy. And it's a hard pill to swallow, but you have to realize that in life, like, again, it's a choice. Some people choose to be miserable. Some people choose to only focus on their problems, and because sometimes maybe that gives them attention. You know, they complain about their problems and the people around them, you know, give them comfort. And so it starts this cycle where they only complain, and people give them comfort, and it keeps going, right? But you have to realize that you can make the choice to feel good. You can make the choice to look at the positives of life and let that determine your mood. You know, some people might say, oh, you don't acknowledge your emotions. It's good to feel your emotions. And yes, that's true to an extent. You know, when my grandmother passed away, that obviously didn't feel good. I wasn't happy about that. You know, I wanted her to be around, but when I think about it, everybody's got to die someday, right? And so I can accept the fact that she's gone and is never going to come back. I can accept the fact that, you know, this breakup, this relationship wasn't meant to be. Or I can continue to dwell on the past and continue to let that affect me in a negative way. So that's pretty much the idea here, is that you have control over your emotions, right? You have control over the happiness or the peace that you feel in each moment, regardless of what happens to you. And so that's not to say that bad things won't happen to you in life, and it's expected, or it's okay if you feel a moment of, you know, sadness or a moment of anger, frustration. But the idea or the key is that you don't want to stay there. You don't want to hang around in those emotions. You can choose to think thoughts that bring you to a better place, a happier place, a more calm and more peaceful place. So that's it. I'm going to keep this video short for today. If you found this information useful, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, share this with a friend, and follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Dr. Markel, and I'll see you for the next video.